Don't bother getting mine in the post, it's not pathetic. Welcome to weekly vlog number 49. 49. Next week will be 50, which is terrifying. It's Monday the 16th of July and I am in a very good mood. It is late in the evening, as it always is when I start my Monday vlogs. You'd think I would learn by now to pick up the camera earlier in the day, but I never learn because I end up doing the vlog, editing the vlog, uploading the vlog, and then for some reason I always have a plan on a Monday. So then once that's done, it's like get ready, go out, and then I'm out, and then I haven't started it, and then I don't feel comfortable starting it in public, and it all becomes a thing, and then I film little clips, and then I'm home and I start telling you about the day. So that's just the routine I have, and I can't see it breaking, so I'm very sorry, but welcome to today and this week's vlog. Thank you for watching. If you are here, I really appreciate it. I put up a vlog from like one day last week because last week I was home alone for the week and I literally barely did much. I was home from Sunday to Sunday morning. My nan was away on holiday with her friend, so I was literally at home on my own Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't really do very much, did some editing, took my dog out for a long walk, watched some Netflix, watched some TV and did some editing as I said, and did some stuff for the future, which sounds really suspicious, but in the future it will make sense. And then on Thursday I was home, and then in the evening my dad came round with a takeaway. I hadn't seen him in a couple of weeks because he was away. You may or may not know, but my dad and his wife own a place in Spain now. They were actually on a place in the sun. I think it was January this year. They basically wanted to buy a place for a while, and then they went to the place in the sun exhibition and did like they have like apparently like test booths where you can go and do like fake interviews. They did one of those and they liked it, and they got called back for like another interview and another interview, and then they got put on the show and flown to Spain, and they bought a place that was on a place in the sun. So if you're in any way interested, it's probably on Channel 4OD. I think it's like a place in the sun, a winter edition. I've only watched it once because I don't know if I can bring myself to do it again. I watched it with my roommates, which was really amusing, having girls that speak several different languages all watching this program around my laptop when they're like, how is this a TV show? How does this work? My dad wears some really stupid shirts in it. He likes a print, let's put it that way. But anyway, they own a place in Spain, so my dad and his wife and their friends and family go there a lot. I've not been there because obviously I've not been home very long, but I would like to go there one day. But yeah, it's just not happened as of yet. So he was away, hadn't seen him in a while, so he came over on Thursday night with a Chinese, which was good to catch up and see him and to see another human because it had been a while since I'd spoken to someone that wasn't my dog. And then on Friday, which was what I kind of filmed, I went to the cinema with Will to see The Incredibles 2, which I loved. I really enjoyed it. To Rochester, which was a really beautiful little town which I'd been to younger but I didn't really remember. Saturday, my friend Charlie came over and we filmed what was probably the longest Q&A ever, a Disney CRP Q&A. We asked for some questions over on my Instagram and you guys gave us quite a few, so we tried to talk through it. It was a bit chatty. Hopefully it will be of interest to somebody in the world. And then Sunday my nan came home yesterday and we were just at home, and then she wanted a Chinese, so I talked in my last weekly vlog about health and weight and things. I wanted to touch on it a little bit more. It's a weird one. My whole life, from as far as I can remember, I have always hated my body and what I look like. Always, literally from a young age, I have always been unhappy. My family is like, my genetics are weird because my mum was very tall and like quite curvy, like a size 10 to 12. My nan is very small and very thin, and then the women on my dad's side of the family are very small as well. And then the men in my family on my mum's side were very tall. My granddad was over 6 foot. My brother is over 6 foot. My uncle was very tall. You know when you can't be like, she's a stereotypical person from her family, because I'm a mixture of everything. I'm about 5'6½". At the moment I'm like a size 12, I'd say, all over. However, it depends on what I'm wearing. I'm not really fussed about sizes on things. I know there's a lot of videos and a lot of vloggers online at the moment that are talking about the sizes of things and the clothes they are and everything. I'll admit sometimes I go into shops and I try loads of things on and I'm like, why does that not fit me? That's, you know, a size 14, that should go over my bum. But sometimes things don't. I just think the shops and the sizes are so all over the place that used to really upset me. I'm not really fussed about that anymore. I just like to buy clothes in the size that I want to buy them in. That's how I want that thing to look and fit. And because I am small on top, like I really don't have boobs, and I go in at the waist and I'm quite hippie and I have a bum, it'd be hard to find clothes that fit because, you know, they will go over your bum but they won't go in at the waist, and yeah, problems. I'm rambling. But anyway, I talked about how I put on some weight, and I definitely have put on a bit. It's just from like not moving very much and, you know, the lifestyle change of moving back to the UK. It does bother me, but I've definitely grown up enough that I am not how I used to be about it. I used to have, I don't know if it's politically correct to say, mild versions of an eating disorder, which I don't think I'll ever talk about because I don't think I'm educated enough to talk about it properly. But now I think I still have a weird attitude with food, and I definitely have some problems with it, but food is also a comfort to me and something I really enjoy. So I have a really unhealthy attitude and relationship. And also some days I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I can eat what I want, look like what I want to, wear what I want to, and it doesn't matter to anyone else. And then some days I'm like, nope, I've gone too far, I'm too big. So it's really a unbalancedness in my brain. I am trying to be a little bit better and I am trying to move a lot more. I'll admit that the second half of last week wasn't the greatest in terms of healthy eating, but I am being much more physical. So I've actually now got one of these. I am now the owner of an Apple Watch, and now I'm going to contradict myself massively as well, because I am unemployed and therefore have no source of income apart from the teeny tiny amount of money I make from YouTube videos, which is not very much at all. And then also I have some savings. So this is something I wanted to get in Florida, I just never got round to. So I dipped into some of my savings to get one as kind of a birthday present to myself. It's a lot of money. I've not yet decided if it's worth it or not because it's a lot, but I kind of wanted it as a fitness tracker, and I wanted something that was telling me how little or much I was moving. And I'm very competitive with myself, so having something like the activity tracker on my wrist telling me you need to stand up, you need to move, you need to do this is a really good thing. And I don't want the streak to die out. I haven't done all my 3 rings every day, so I'm really enjoying having this and seeing what I'm doing and seeing how much I move affects my calories burnt and my heart rate, that kind of thing. I'm taking it all as baby steps. I don't think I'm the sort of person that could follow something like Slimming World or, you know, a diet as such. I think I just need to make little changes. I could sit here and say to you, oh, I'm so unhappy with my weight, I look so fat, blah 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 blah, which is damaging and triggering and not okay. And also in the next clip you will probably see me in Pizza Express having a pizza. So it's a very weird subject, but I think it's something that I should talk about things like that more often, or maybe I shouldn't. Let me know. Anyway, I've just rambled for much longer than anyone needed to. I saw my friend Amber, who you guys know, as I say every time, and we went to London. We met up and went for a Nando's. Amber's actually on a diet thing at the moment because she's got some intolerances, so we went to Nando's as it was the best place for her to eat. I tried the Fino Pitta, which was really good. It was like grilled chicken breast in a pitta with some halloumi, rocket and red onion chutney. And then we went to see Kinky Boots. I have seen Kinky Boots now 3 times. Tonight was my 3rd. I was very kindly gifted some tickets by a friend. Very, very kind of them. So that completely made my week. Kicked off a birthday celebration for both of us because Amber turns 24 this week and I turn 24 next week. She really enjoyed it. She'd never seen it before and it was on her list, and it sadly closes in January. You can get to see it before it goes. Please do. I'm guessing it's going on tour, but I don't know that for definite. The cast was good. We had a couple of understudies, but we had the 2 leads for Charlie and Lola. Lola was fantastic. I don't really remember the names of the people I had when I saw it in London, but when I saw it on Broadway last year, I had Stark Sands and Billy Porter, who were the original Charlie and Billy, and they were incredible. So I feel like they kind of set the bar for me. So empowering and uplifting. And I'm sure I said this exact couple of words when I saw it in London and New York, that it's a show that the world needs. Just be who you want to be, accept yourself and accept others too, are those messages that the show is teaching, which I think are very, very important. I'm really gonna miss it being in London. However, there's some rumours flying around of shows that are coming and shows from Broadway, which I really, really want to see. I am hoping to see my roommate Caroline at some point. She is the Norwegian sister I now have, who I shared a room with for a year, and she has moved to the UK. She's moved to Brighton to start a job. I'm gonna go watch Love Island. Not many days left of me being able to say that. Who knows what adventures await us? Probably Tesco's, no, my luck. But anyway, I will see you then. Hello, it is Tuesday, 17th of July. I always said January then. Got back from the supermarket, went to Tesco's. Please excuse this, it's all a mess. Bought some books. I bought the Louise Pentland's Wild Like Me. Absolutely love Louise. She's like probably overall forever favourite on YouTube because I've watched her for so long and kind of grown up with her. £4 in Tesco, and I think her second book is coming out really soon, so I wanted to get this one. So we've got mushrooms, red onions, a lemon, cherries, a lettuce, orange pepper. We've got a red in the fridge. I've got some frozen spinach because I thought I can just take some of this and cook it and add it to pastas and stuff. Half a cucumber for naan, some stir fry mix, raspberries, blueberries, rockets, which I'm a bit obsessed with at the moment, garlic, and then we've got some digestives, some light ones, malted milk biscuits, some reduced fat apple blueberry granola, Maryland cookies for my cousins, some chocolate cereal, then we got some tropical juice, Aero mousses as a kind of lighter dessert. Nan got some scones. We got some wholemeal bread, got this which looks really good, spinach linguine, gnocchi as well, which I really like. We've got some 2 bags of Bertie. For some reason my nan picked this up, even though it does look incredible. These sweet potato fries are really good. Crumpets, British classic. Obsessed with pistachio nuts, however I only like them when they're not salted, and they're hard to find and more expensive when they're not salted, which is really annoying. Got some of these for hummus and guac, eggs, noodles, chicken thighs, ham, chicken for stir fry. Nan got some cheese, Nan got this for her lunch, and she got herself some coleslaw, 2 pasta sauces, mozzarella, yet natural yoghurt, red pepper hummus, guacamole, caramelised onion hummus, stir fry sauce, some pesto, yogurts. Caroline, my roommate's coming to stay, and so my nan got this for her, not even knowing if she would eat it, but she's veggie, so got her this dark chocolate, some Philadelphia, onion salt, squash, and my nan bought this book as well because it's a really like simple recipe book, and then some cleaning products, so quite a large load of stuff that I've now got to all put away.
A few moments later.
Okay, you're gonna have to really excuse my face and my hair and my general appearance. I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna have a chat. I am so red in the face. In the past 2 hours, basically heavy breathing, hyperventilating. A lot of you probably know what I'm going to talk about if you follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, on my Facebook page, because I already posted about it because I thought I don't think I can wait till next Monday to tell you guys this. So I think I've kind of maybe dropped some hints here and there that I had something lined up, something that has been in the works since before I actually left America. I'm going to work on Disney Cruise Line. This kind of came around very differently to how the CRP came around. That was a couple of years of trying and putting so much pressure on myself, and that was the only thing I was focused on and all I wanted to do. I went on board a ship. I went on board the Disney Dream in February for the 4-night cruise and had a fantastic time. Became something I was considering looking into for when my program ended. I don't know what my future holds. I don't have any like big plans or 5-year plan or anything. I just know that I achieved my ultimate, you know, big goal of doing the CRP. That was it, and I was kind of like, what now? And I know it's a really fortunate position to be in. You get to find a new dream, but it's actually kind of hard once you've done, you know, that thing that was it. So I just knew that I had the best experience of my life, and working for Disney was just the best thing in the world for me. And I know obviously the work life is going to be incredibly different to what the vacation cruise life was like. I just was very interested in it. I'm really not making any sense. I'm very sorry. I'm very all over the place at the moment. I got put forward by somebody I know that works on a ship already that had done the CRP a couple of times. Really kindly kind of put me forward for it, so I kind of went through the interview process slightly differently. This was all kind of the last 3 weeks of me being in Orlando. So I applied, I had an interview, and then I waited about 2 weeks, and I actually got offered a job the day that I did Keys to the Kingdom tour. The next Disney vlog that I will put up will be the day I found out. Every time my phone went off, I was like, what if it's the email on the Keys to the Kingdom tour? You're backstage a lot, so you're not allowed to obviously be on your phone. When we were down in the Utilidors, the email sounded on my phone, and that was as we were looking at the Walt Disney tribute that's down below Magic Kingdom in the Utilidors. I got an email, and it so happened that that was the email offering me the job, which if you don't think that's magical. I obviously wasn't back in the UK until the 19th of May, so I did tell them that and they were really understanding. And then I gave myself a couple of weeks at home before I even thought about it, and so then I had to go and have a blood test, which was what that was for, which was really weird to kind of talk about without telling you why, like having to randomly go into London to have a blood test. I had to go to this medical centre and have a medical exam, and it wasn't just a blood test, it was eyes, sound, being in a car, blood pressure, height, weight, medical questions. The day where I said that I had an interview in London early in the morning, that was the day I went to get my visa. So I've had to be a bit like quiet about it because I didn't want to talk about it until I actually had an offer. I finished everything, all my paperwork, about 4.5 weeks ago, and they told me it could be a few months before I heard anything because they said it was really quiet at the moment. So it's been really hard because I've had this going on behind the scenes, but obviously didn't want to tell anyone publicly in case something happened. I'm very aware that I look like I'm being really lazy and not looking for a job and not being productive and all of that. It's just been because I know I've just been waiting for this, and so I thought it was going to be a while, so I've been a bit stressed thinking I just don't want to keep living off my savings from Florida, but then didn't want to commit to any other jobs because something like what's happened today could have happened. They rang me today and said, we want you to start in 2 weeks. So today is Tuesday, the 17th of July, and they want me to fly in 2 weeks today. I think flying to Orlando 2 weeks today, which is the 31st of July, get on board the Disney Dream on the 3rd of August to be there for pretty much 5 months. I'm going to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. I'm going to be a fairy godmother in training, which is pretty much the dream job for me to want to do on a ship. It's going to be completely different to my program. You work 7 days a week. It's intense, it's hard, you're at sea, you know, there's no full internet or anything. It'll be really different, but I'm a big believer in trying it, so I'm really excited. I want to give it a go and hopefully I'll love it. Incredibly overwhelmed and just can't get my head around it at the moment. I don't know how I'm going to get everything ready in 2 weeks. I don't even know what I need to do, what I need to take. I guess they'll send me my flight confirmation soon. I get to go back to Florida for a few days and then get on a boat and be basically living between Florida and the Bahamas for 5 months. I'll be on a boat for Christmas, Halloween, New Year. I'm not too sure how I feel at the moment because I kind of have now got used to being home and being with my pup, driving my car and all these things, which are going to be the complete opposite of how I'm going to spend the rest of this year. But it's a new adventure and I get to be a cast member again. That is just a complete dream come true. I don't know what this means in terms of the future. I know that it means that I'm not going to be uploading regularly really because I will be in the middle of the ocean, so I'm not going to have Wi-Fi, but I have so many vlogs to edit and upload that I think I'm just going to get them scheduled and try and get as many schedules as I can for the future. Be active on Instagram and Twitter, so it'll be more like that kind of posting, and yeah, so we'll see. I'm just going to have to edit so much over the next few weeks. It's going to be stressful. It's also my birthday, so that's great. My nan was like, oh, we can combine your birthday meal with a leaving meal for you. Thanks, Dan. And I wanted to film videos before I go, so I think what I'm going to do is try and film the hauls, because I think that's the most important thing and relevant to now. Happy to be able to talk about it. I just didn't think that it would be so soon from me telling you to be going. I thought I'd be like, oh, so I've got this job and I leave in 6 weeks, so I've got some time to sort everything out and do all the things I want to do. I did not think it would be, oh, I've got this job and I'm going in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go and start editing now. And that was probably going to be me for the future. Tomorrow is Wednesday and Caroline, I'm seeing her, and so I'm so glad I get to see her. So I'm going to meet her in London tomorrow and I think she's going to come stay. What a crazy thing to be telling you about. If you're going on the Disney Dream anytime between the 3rd of August and the beginning of January next year, you can come and get pixie dust from me because I will be the fairy godmother wanting to do that. Anyway, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to have a massive drink of squash. That sounded like I'm gonna go and pour myself a glass of vodka, and I'm gonna just begin the process of editing and I'm gonna try and keep calm. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night. I've just realised I've come to the breakfast club and not ordered breakfast. I have failed. Got all these brand new Disney adult t-shirts. Hercules. I love that. It's so 90s. Rescue Rangers. The Mulan stuff. Look at the Queen. So cute. I haven't actually done any vlogging yet. Where are we going? There. Hey. We are dream girls, so that was it, sorry. Hello vlog. Yay. It's good to be back. In the UK. Going to see Dreamgirls. This is a very strange theatre.
It's underground.
Look at the sky.
Oh yeah.
Thursday evening, and this week, I'm going to put you down here, has just been insanely crazy. 8:30 Thursday night, and I haven't really filmed much the past 2 days, which I thought might happen because of seeing Caroline, my roommate. And yesterday I met her in London. She's moved to Brighton. She is my roommate from my CRP. She's Norwegian, but she's moved to the UK to Brighton for a job. So happy for her, because it's I think it's pretty much where she wants to be, so it's really good news for her. So we wanted to see each other as soon as possible, and I'm so glad we did, because I don't know now if I'm gonna see her again until next year, which is ridiculous. We kind of wanted to see a show if possible. We both have a big love of musical theatre, as you know. I've actually been to the theatre more times since I've been home than I do any, like, I go to the theatre a lot anyway. I'm very lucky to live so close to London and be able to like get tickets on the day really cheap and stuff. Because I live close to London, I can, you know, enter the lotteries and do things on the day. So I know that I've been to the theatre a lot since I've been home, but thankfully it's always been like the most I've spent on a ticket since I've been home is £20. So or they've been gifted, which is really kind. The only thing that I was really wanting to see was Dreamgirls, because that ends in January. We managed to get tickets which were the 5th row from the first level up, the dress circle I think it is. I always get dress and grand circle confused. They were £20 each, and we were smack bang in the middle, so it was absolutely perfect. Never seen the film before. I didn't really know anything about it, but I did enjoy it. I wasn't blown away by the show as a whole. It did feel a little bit like a concert at times, which there's nothing wrong with, but there was moments in the show where I was like, shit, because it was just incredible, especially when she sings You're Gonna Love Me, and when they sing Listen. There's a few songs that are incredibly powerful. It's my friend Amber's favourite, so I can see why. I really can, because the music is really great and the singing is wonderful. And then when we got back home last night, we actually watched the film, because I hadn't seen that either, and I really liked that film. Went to bed like 2ish last night, and then this morning we just chilled at home, and then we went to Lakeside today. Caroline's moving into her apartment at the weekend, so she needed some things. She doesn't live near an IKEA, so we went there, and then we went to TGI Fridays for lunch. I dropped her at the station, which was really sad, saying goodbye to her all over again. I just got home and walked Bertie. I have to crack on with some editing tonight, because I've got so many things to edit. The smallest haul of the bits I picked up today. None of it is overly exciting, but I thought I'd show you anyway, because we're here. So I don't really know very much about what I need to take for cruise line, but from my understanding they provide bedding and towels. I've heard a few like mixed things about what they provide. I'm a little bit funny about bedding, and I did this when I moved to Orlando for my CRP. I did the same thing, which they don't provide you bedding there. Most people just go to Walmart and get like a comforter set or something, but I'm really funny and I like my bed to be a certain way, and sleep is a really important thing. Sleep I don't think I'm going to get very much of on the cruise line, because you work every single day, long days, so I want my bed to be as nice as possible. My watch is ringing. I'll be back. I'm back. My dad rang me. Anyway, yeah, as I was talking about bedding, so I know some people will think this is going too far, because they do provide us with some sort of bedding apparently. I think it's a sheet, a blanket and a pillow, but when you live in the UK you're like raised on having a duvet. I did this exact same thing when I went to Florida, bedding to take with me, and then it means as well, like, I'm set. I don't have to wait until I don't have to wait until the next time I'm allowed off the ship, because that might take a really long time. I don't have to order anything and then wait ages to get it delivered. So I got a mattress protector. I'm not like a big germaphobe or anything. I'm like a normal clean person, I'd say, but with beds it does kind of like mildly worry me, because you never really know. So I had one of these my brief stint at university. I had one of these. When I went to Florida, had one of these. Me sheet this mattress, because you never really know who's been there before, and so I feel like in my head a bit better knowing that that's there. I also bought one of these as well for a pillow, because same thing. I know a lot of people might think that's really weird. They were both a couple of quid, so it gives me peace of mind. I then bought a duvet. This is the exact same one I put last time, compact and doesn't take up much room in the case really, and I'm probably not going to take that much stuff with me because it's about work. Like, I'm going to work every single day of my contract pretty much. And then we went into H&M, which at Lakeside has been revamped. It has a homeware section, which is awesome, and we got this bed set. I don't know if it's going to show. It's like cream and it has gold stars on it, and it was on sale. It was £17.99 reduced to £7. That just means my bed is sorted. I'll use the pillow they give me, and I don't have to worry about anything, and I'll feel like, you know, it's my bed. I don't know if that makes no sense to you, I'm really sorry. And I got a fitted sheet from Primark as well. Got a pair of Primark flip-flops. These are 90p. I then got some pyjamas. This is, I think, the first time in a while that I have bought pyjamas from Primark. So they are like, it's like a button-up shirt, pastel pink with the Disney characters on, and I really like this design, whereas this is really lightweight and soft, and I just think it's so cute. And I really like the button-up pyjamas. I think they're really sweet, and then it comes with matching bottoms as well. £12, so they're on the pricier side for Primark. Feel really nice quality, and I'm obsessed with the prints. I got some plain black leggings for £3. I got a shower cap for £1.50. It's like a pastel pink with dark pink spots, just the like longer length knot ankle socks. £1.80 for 5 pairs. And then I bought 3 packets of nude tights. When I used to work for Clarins, I used to wear these all the time, and I got a different variety. So I got 5 ladder resistant matte tights in natural, I got 5 glossy tights in nude, and I got 5 sheen tights in natural. So I have a variety of shades and types, which is really boring, isn't it? I saw these and was like, they look really interesting. I wonder what they'd look like on. Shorts for me, and jeans, but I think shorts especially are really hard for me to buy. Small at the waist, but I'm very hippie. I have hips and I have a bum. My waist is like a size 10, but my hips and my bum are like a 14, but my thighs are like a 12. And then my lower legs are like a 10. So it's really like, in terms of the standard measurements, it's really hard for me to find anything like jeans and bottoms and shorts that fit. And they were £15, and I really like them. So they are like very cinched in at the waist and very high-waisted, and then they're just like quite relaxed fit at the bottom. I wanted to show you one more thing, like a collection thing, so they're gonna probably disappear at some point, but they are this beautiful box. Disney and Toms. I've never had a pair of Toms before. Giving a pair of shoes to a child that needs them when you buy a pair, which I think is just incredible. It's been a while since they first came out with Cinderella. Aurora is now available as well, and then I think Snow White comes out in August. But I saw these ones and I was like, these are so perfect. They are deconstructed alpargatas. What I like about them is they like have an actual sole. Sometimes the Tom shoes are like espadrilles on the bottom, which to me don't look like they'd last that long, but these are like a proper shoe. They're like a pastel blue, really soft baby blue, and they have the Cinderella slipper design on them. And what's really cool about these is it's all like original artwork, and I also read somewhere that it's all women's designs. They're the glass slipper, they're what the fairy godmother makes. I'm off to be a fairy godmother in training. It's kind of like that whole concept to me is like really magical. I love that they've got like little blue stars around them, and then inside they have Jack and Gus Gus. They're about 45-ish pounds, so they're not cheap. These are my glass slippers because I'm never gonna get something like that, but I think they're really lovely. So I am gonna head off and edit. I've got to get the Q&A video done for tomorrow. Tomorrow, me and my nan are going to the cinema because Mamma Mia 2 is released. The first one, I love it. I think it's one of those, it's so bad, it's great film. Sort this out and get on the editing train, which will never reach its destination. This is like 2 of my fave things. Look at this.
I'm very excited.
It's massive.
We do need a new pizza location.
No, we don't. This is enough.
We don't. This is every time.
Let the games begin. Hello, it is 8:47 on Sunday the 22nd of July. I haven't picked up my vlogging camera in a couple of days because, as I imagine you'll understand, it's been a bit of a weird few days. It's been a weird week. It's been a busy week. It's been a good week. Just got in from walking my dog and it's still 27 degrees outside and it's very humid. Went out for lunch today and I'm also covered in food. I don't know if you can see this, but I've got frappuccino on me, which I spilt when I was on the train home, and I've got pizza on me as well. But today I met up with Charlotte, Little Miss Cheekas as she used to be known, now Charlotte Ruff. I'm sure you all know her. She's a lovely, lovely lady and somebody I've known for years now. I actually don't even remember how we met each other like properly or when we first spoke. It's been that long. We've had our ups and downs as friends, but we are now very close and she's a sweetheart, and it's so nice to have a friend that really gets the whole YouTube Disney thing. We actually saw each other more during the year when I was in Florida than we do on a normal year because she lives in Birmingham at the moment. She was actually in Orlando during the beginning of my program in May. I think she was there in October and she was there at the end of my program as well, and I think I saw her on my last day of work if I remember correctly. She was definitely there for my last Fantasmic when she came with her mum. I think we really bonded when she came in October last year because, being honest, she had a really shit trip. Well, no, she didn't have a shit trip. She had shit things happen to her on that trip, which was really heartbreaking to watch happen when you love someone and care for someone and see them kind of, you know, be treated really terribly. So I ended up spending a lot of time with her last year. It made us closer, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm rambling on. My neighbour's doing something weird in their garden and they can see me looking at them. I've been meaning to see her since I've been back and she's been so busy. It was a case of we have to make this happen now because I literally am leaving. I went to Home Slice, which is actually kind of the place we normally go to. You in London, but we normally go to the one that's at Neal's Yard in Covent Garden. £20 for a huge pizza, which you can split between 2 of you, maybe more if you don't eat as much as me and Charlotte did. We ate the whole thing. Actually went and sat at Embankment for a bit. There's like a little greenery area just before you get down to the station and there are loads of deck chairs and stuff. So I sat in the sun for a bit and listened to some music, cleared my head because, as I'm sure you can imagine, I'm a bit fuzzy for lack of a better way of putting it. Now I'm gonna start editing this video. I've done 2 vlogs so far and I'm getting them up and scheduled because I'm not gonna be able to really upload any videos whilst I'm away because I'm not gonna have Wi-Fi on the ship unless I pay for it or unless I'm in port, and as I'm sure you can imagine, I don't want to have to pay a heck of a lot of money to upload videos. I'm trying to get some scheduled whilst I'm gone. Still wanted to film hauls from my CRP, but at the moment I have 1 free day before I leave, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So if it doesn't happen before I go, I'm so sorry. This has just happened very quickly, so I'm going to try my best, but if not, I'm going to have probably bought more over the next 5 months of working on the ship, so it will just be an even bigger haul. I'm trying to do what I can, but I want to get the vlogs done. I'm trying to get them scheduled for Fridays, so while I'm gone there'll be like videos on Fridays at 6 PM from Orlando and travelling. It's just crazy how quickly all this has happened. I've tried to organise seeing as many people as I can whilst also keeping time free to get sorted because there's still things I need to go shopping for. Obviously I need to pack at some point, and it's my birthday next week and I have no idea really what I'm doing for it. Life is very crazy and it's a complete flip over from how it's been of me kind of being very chilled for a while, thinking that I had months of, you know, waiting before this happened. I'm not surprised that this has happened. It was going to be this way, wasn't it? So it's exciting and I'm crazy over the moon that I get to be a Disney cast member again, and then I get this new adventure which is going to be bloody hard. It's going to be really hard work. It's a completely different lifestyle to my CRP, and not just because it's on the sea, not on land, a complete different job role. It's going to be tough, but I'm really hoping that I'm going to enjoy it and enjoy the job and get to meet a whole bunch of new people. Friday, me and Nan went to the cinema to see Mamma Mia 2. We went to ASK, or Ask After. Let me know what you call it. Ask or ASK. Even though that's going to be hard to type out. I always call it ASK because there's full stops in in between it, or they used to be. I really enjoyed the film. It was really good. I think it's one of those films that you can't really critique. It's just supposed to be like a fun film to enjoy. I did enjoy it. It was good fun. Lily James is stunning. I girl crush her. She's beautiful. The ending though, like, I did not expect it to break my heart. It did, and God, it hit me, because it was one of those, it was like seeing one of my things that I struggle with on screen, and I'm not gonna say it in case you haven't seen it and spoil it, but that bit at the end was like really difficult to watch, but it was a really lovely film. I will weekly vlog next week. I don't know if I'll do the one after. I might try and do it, because it'll be a weird one of me being away, but it would have to be like a Monday to Thursday vlog, because the Friday I will then be shipped off to the cruise really early in the morning. I don't know, it depends. If you'd want to see like a very few minutes long vlog of me packing on the Monday, flying on the Tuesday, probably doing traditions on the Wednesday, some sort of training on the Thursday, and that kind of being it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna head off and start editing this now. Thank you for watching this week if you have enjoyed it, and thank you for the love and support on Instagram and my Facebook page, where I obviously said about this job thing before this video went up. So I would honestly say that Instagram is the best place to follow me if you want to keep up to date with my life whilst I'm away at sea. Question for the week, because it's been a really good one. Let me know in the comments what's made you happy and made you smile this week. If you've watched my CRP Q&A that I uploaded with my friend Charlie, thank you for that as well. I really appreciate it. I had to edit it from 2 hours down to about 40 minutes, so if you stuck through that, I appreciate it, because it's a long one. I'm gonna head off. I love you guys very much, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.